1985 Ford Escort RS Turbo. That's the Series 1 in white, as they all were. This one's in fabulous condition, which we're going to spend a bit of time showing you in a second. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we know about the history of the car. It is 2 previous keepers. It's owned by the current keeper since 2004. So it's got a nice, clear ownership list, which again is all detailed in the history. It has a big history file with it as well. Very, very fastidious owner, which she's come from as well. We've been right around the car with him when we picked the car up yesterday. But we're going to start by having a good look at the bodywork, and then we're going to move on to the interior, and then we're going to go for a cold engine startup. I will pop the camera underneath where we can, but we'll start, like I say, with the bodywork. So starting on this driver's side, if we look down this side, you can see it's lovely and straight all the way down there. It's not full of ripples or dents. That body line is nice and sharp all the way down. It's not sort of caked full of filler or anything like that. Lovely and neat on the panel gaps on this side all the way down. Driver's front wing, I've got no marks down the bottom here at all. Normally there's a few stone chips starting to creep around on the bottom of the bumper or on the bumper itself, but this one is all good. Behind the bumper is lovely and clean. The arches, quite often they can peel out at the top or bow out at the bottom here if they've sort of been on and off badly or anything like that, but this one, as you can see, fits perfectly all the way around. Same nice tiny little even gap all the way around. Really, really nice. Inside the arch itself, there's no sign of any stone chips or anything in there. All the way around. Got a little bit of dirt that we've missed there, so ignore that, but other than that, really nice and tidy. You can get your hands in behind there onto the metal, and again it feels lovely and sharp, because obviously these do hide the actual metal section of the arch, but like I say, you can get right in behind it. It's solid and sharp all the way around there. It's on the original spec 7-spoke alloys. Now they don't have a single mark on them that I can see, but we'll double check as we go around. We're on a Toyo Proxy tyre on the front. I believe they're matching, but again we'll double check. Loads of tread left on that. Continuing our way down this wing, again nothing to note down the bottom here where you would normally get a bit of corrosion. Lovely and clean. The sticker pack all the way down this side sits nice and straight. There's no fading or scratching in that. Rest of the wing itself lovely and tidy. Bonnet gap again exactly as it should be. This seam again, normally you can get a bit of crust and a bit of rust starting around here, but this one, as you can see, is exactly what you want. And again with that seam on the bottom of the screen, and the actual window seal itself all the way along. Normally you can get a bit of trap moisture in there, but this one, as you can see, is all very, very good. Same story around the wipers and the washer jets. Coming up the A-pillar, there's no sign of any stone chips on there. The seal itself around the screen is nice and soft. There's no delamination down the bottom or in any of the corners, which is where you normally find it. Leading edge of the windscreen, again, all very good, as is that section of the roof. A little bit of delamination in the corner of the sunroof, which is quite common, but more importantly, there's no rust coming around here at all. There's no sign of any bubble in there, all very good. The rest of the roof, lovely and straight, ripple free. Inside the gutter, all the way down this side, apart from a little bit of dust that we've missed, is really, really good. Continuing our way down this side, windows on front and rear, all nice and clear. They are stamped up with the reg where they should be. The seals on the pop out are nice and neat. We have washed this car as well. It's not letting any moisture or anything in there. And the pop out comes out and stays out nice and firm. Rubber seal on the bottom of the screen. This window, again, all very good. Plastics are nice and dark. They're not dried out or caked in back to black or anything like that. Driver's door itself, no marks at all to note on there. There's not even any around the handle or on the keys, around the door lock, sorry. And again, the plastic on there is lovely. You can see on here it's not been opened up on anything or chipped or damaged or anything at all. Body kit down the side of the car, again, sits lovely and straight. All the grommets are in the right place. There's no missing ones. It's not bowing out in the middle or anything like that. If we put the camera underneath, appreciate it's dark, but you should be able to see a little bit under there. It is very good under there as well. Again, if you want to see that, we are here for viewings. You can't get your head underneath it, or we can send you photos and things like that. Coming down this side, again, normally you get some stone chips down here. We've got 1 or 2 very minor ones on the bottom of the body kit. Obviously you see them quite obviously because it's a white car, but there's no corrosion coming through here, and generally it's very good. On the inside, it's excellent all the way around, and again, you can get your hand in onto the metal section of the arch, which is nice and sharp all the way around. Another good 7-spoke, no marks on that, and another Toyo Proxy tyre. Moving to the very back, underneath the bumper, that balance there is lovely and solid. If you get your hand in behind there, again, nice and sharp. Show you on the camera. Have a good look under there. See the boot floor as well and the spare wheel well, really nice and clean. There's not even any stone chips down this section when they normally get sort of blasted to bits when they're driving down the road. Around the filler cap is all nice and neat. Another look back up this side again, lovely and straight. Coming round on the back, the rear bumper sits nice and straight. Both tail lights are clean and bright. There's no cracking or signs of any moisture. Sticker pack on the left hand side is lovely and tidy. And the same with the badge on the right. Got original set of supply and dealer plates, whether they're the originals or they've been remade, I don't know. But they are in nice condition. Below the bumper, again, all lovely and neat along there. Bumper itself, nice and tidy. The plastic sections are good. Normally they sort of dry out and crack, or they take the brunt of any parking dings, but these ones are all very good. Bumper corners are good as well. Moving up onto the spoiler now. These are like made of a sort of soft composite material, so they can crack and dry out, but this one, as you can see, is good all the way around. Normally it's from people lifting the boot lid up and down by them, but this one, no cracking. Really nice and neat on the paintwork itself, all the way across. And then normally what happens is you get some moisture trapped in this section here where the spoiler meets the boot lid, and you get some corrosion, but as you can see on this one, all very, very good. Stamped up on the rear screen as well. Seal itself nice and soft. And the rest of the metalwork around there, all very good. Coming round onto the passenger side, and again, if you look down that side, nice and straight. All the panel gaps are even where you want them to be. Have a look on this rear quarter again down here. Really nice and neat under there. Arch extensions on this side again, no sign of any stone chips really on the inside. One or two very minor ones on where it kicks out, which is sort of not only the worst place for them on the car. Another Toyo Proxies, that's 3 out of 4 so far. Lovely and clean on that rear quarter. Glass on this side is stamped up as well. Seals are all nice and soft. Does make for a very boring video when I've got nothing to whinge about, but it makes for a very, very good car. Lovely and straight on the roof itself. And again, the glass is nice and clean. No marks around the handle on this side or on the door lock. And no stone chips on the leading edge. Pop the camera underneath. It might be a bit bright from this side as well, actually, so we might be able to see a little bit more. See that sill's all nice and sharp. Normally they sort of corrode along this section here, but that one's very tidy, as you can see. Sticker pack on this side is all good. Body kit on this side fits nice and neat. Again, it doesn't bow out anywhere. Down the bottom here, lovely and tidy. Again, inside this arch, same as the rest. Really very, very clean. And a final 7-spoke wheel with matching Toyo Proxies. So we're on 4 Toyo Proxies all round. Rest of the wing itself, all nice and tidy. This seam is good as well. No sign of any stone chips up the A-pillar or on this side of the screen. Like I say, all the seals are nice and soft, they've not dried out. Lovely and neat along the scuttle panel. And then moving around on the front, again, front bumper sits nice and straight. Normally it can be off to a wonk and it makes the car look really tired, whereas this one sits well. Headlamps and indicators are bright on both sides, as are spot lamps. And again, we've got another dealer plate on the front. Tail light covers there. Got no sign of any major stone chips or anything like that on that front bumper. Really, really good all the way along. Same with on the actual bumper corners. We've got one light little mark on there, but that looks like it would polish off to me, to be fair. In fact, it's rubbed off. There you go. You have that for free. And driver's side, same story, all very good. There's been a little mark there at some point that's been touched in, but you have to get right on top of it to notice it. And then along the leading edge of the bumper, bonnet, sorry, no sign of any stone chips. Same on the grille, all very, very tidy. There is, if we're being really, really picky, if you go under the bonnet there, you can see one. See that? But that is me being incredibly picky there. Bonnet itself, really nice and straight. It's normally a sign of a bad paint job if these are all caked in build-up of paint, but as you can see, that one's lovely. Bonnet itself, no ripples, no dents, not wavy or anything like that. Moving on to the interior. And again, door checks are lovely all the way along, as are the insides and the bottoms of the doors. Door card, lovely and neat. Normally these look quite dirty on the camera, but if you see it up close, that's lovely and clean all the way along. No wear at all on that, which is pretty much unheard of. Switches are all nice. Now, the original owner did have the cloth sections of these Recaros, the outsides, which are normally a sort of suede cloth that always looks very tired, retrimmed in leather. It's been a really nice job. Done back in the day, done in period. Driver's seat, we've got a tiny little bit of wear on there. Nothing on the bottom. The bolsters are all lovely and firm. The cloth section again looks dirty on the camera, but when you get up close, really good. Minimal, in fact there's no sagging on the bottom, which is pretty much unheard of as well. Got the VIN number all nice and visible down there. No sign of any corrosion coming through there either. Lovely and neat on the steering wheel wear wise, very, very, very good. On the top of the dash, no cracks or anything like that in there. It's done 90,972 miles. Really nice and tidy around the clock area. And coming down the centre section, all good. There's no nasty gauges or anything aftermarket in there, with the exception of there is an RS badge on the bottom there, but that is just stuck on, you can't take that off. You will notice there's an immobiliser there, that works as well, we'll show you that in a second. Backs of the seats lovely and sharp, they're not kicked or damaged or anything like that. And again, the backs were retrimmed at the same time, so they match. They don't look like they've been used hardly at all, they're very, very good. All the way across. Headlining is lovely and neat, as is the sun visor, and the sunroof opens as it should. Nice and easy. Right, moving on into the boot. Again, unusually for an Escort, the rams actually hold the boot lid up. Normally they're a bit saggy by now. Underside of the boot lid, a little bit of dust, but no sign of any corrosion coming through. Same story in the shut. Really nice and tidy. And then if we look at this rear panel, again, nothing to complain about there. We do have 2 speakers in the parcel shelf, which you'll notice there. Not obnoxious, not too big, but they are there. Trim on the inside and the backs of the seats are all nice and neat. If we lift that, you'll see original Waxwell, but we do have original factory stickers in there. Full-size spare wheel. Again, no sign of any corrosion. It looks dirty, but that is old wax oil, which is up to you. You can either steam clean it off, but you might risk losing those stickers, or leave it exactly like that, which is exactly what I would do. Front passenger side again, lovely and neat on the door cards. Nothing to whinge about. On the bottoms and the sides of the doors. Door shuts lovely and tidy. Carpet set's very good. It's obviously had bats down for most of its life. Passenger seat again, really nice condition. Normally they peel away at the top here. These ones are all good. Again, no sagging on the cloth, which is just unheard of. It's ridiculous. Lovely and neat across the dash. And then if we have a look in the back again, all very good in there. There's no funny smells. There's no signs of any trapped moisture or anything like that. And then under the bonnet, you've got that CVH turbo. And again, looks to be very nice and standard, with the exception, I think it's got a stainless back box on it, but there's no bigger turbos or anything that's not standard that I can tell. Really neat along this front panel. All your numbers are nice and visible. Inner wings and strut tops are lovely. Even battery tray, normally common area down there, you can see. Lovely and clean and tidy. The bulkhead is all very good. And the strut top on this side, nice and neat. We'll put the camera underneath. It's been parked here since last night. No sign of any moisture dropping on the floor, or any fluid, sorry. And we've got your standard Cobra alarm, you find in pretty much every Ford from back in the day. It does have another little immobiliser trick on it as well, so you just hold immobiliser under the dash there till you get the green light. Big button to turn the red light out. Key in. Fires up on the button. As you can see from the temperature gauge, stone cold. Nothing nasty flying out the back. I have briefly had it down the road. It does boost well, you know, no nasty smoke, no stuttering or anything like that. Steering feels nice and tight, gear change is good, clutch feels good. Taking over nice and happy around the front there. So there you have it, 1985 Ford Escort Series 1 RS Turbo. Car's here with us for viewings every day. If you can't get to it, again, let us know. We can send you photos or videos, or answer any questions you might have. We can do video calls. Anything you need, please just let us know. Thank you.